This is where I come to masturbate. What? Hey Internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Dream Daddy. So the next ad we are going to take a look at is Robert. And I'm pretty interested in Robert for many reasons. Not only because he's supposed to be, I don't want to say alcoholic dad, but you know what I mean. Anyway, he's voiced by one of my favorite people in the entire world, and that is Dan Avidan. So I'm really excited to see how Robert's route is going to go out. He's kind of like the loner guy, so we'll see how this goes. Robert Small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know, it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you're most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Who's the... Gakumo? What? I trusted Gakumo. If I had one thing to take to me on a deserted island, what would it be? A gun. Alright, what are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter? What is that? What is my favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. What is your ideal date? Grave robbing. I mean, why? But okay, what is... Why do you never leave home without at least 4 knives? I spend a lot of times thinking about it. You'll never really look into the rabbit animal eyes. Robert's an interesting guy. Let's just message him. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And wrinkly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a couple of seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Is he gonna message me back? Hey, it says he read my message. And he didn't answer. I actually wait for a response. Twiddle my thumbs, watch cat videos on the internet. I probably watch cat videos, if I'm being honest. I stare down the rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe the 30th cat video, Robert pops back up in my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I think he's just like, leave me alone, because that's his thing, right? Don't talk to me. I get up and walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. Let's watch the food channel. Ooh, Meat Hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-minute course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, you'll be released to the wolves. Jesus! Oh my god. I am not kidding. Please help us. I left several hours to whatever hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch. Huh. Well, I guess it's time for the old Chef Dangadoo to cook a gourmet delicacy. Walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Mustard jar. Microwave some eggs. I'm just gonna make a sandwich. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs a plate? Sandwich. A lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. The 5-second rule, right? I reassemble the sandwich, peeling the pickles off the floor and putting them back into where they belong, in my mouth. Ugh! Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more. Bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old baseball hoop that would have hanged off the door. It didn't really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up the 3rd-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. Me too, I don't really remember it. Now I look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something something Space Jam. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves not for coming close to burning down the house. Afterwards, Amanda and I dig into the carton of ice cream over an episode of Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecular deconstructed sweet potato with brown sugar, semi-glazed with creme fraiche, of course. Oh, it's supposed to be like, you know, that Chopped or whatever show where it has kids instead? This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Ooh, you probably got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer to check Dad book. It's a message from Robert. Took him this long. You up? What you doing? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. You're just chilling, watching television with my daughter, just working on my motorcycle, because you know, I'm a cool dad. I'll go with I'm just chilling. I feel like you can't really lie to Robert, because he can kind of see through your bullshit, you know what I mean? So maybe I should just say I'm just chilling. Type back, just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple of moments pass by. Another message pops up. Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda, but it's kind of late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight if you're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. Type back a message to Robert asking for details and telling me where to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. Yeah. I never do. I throw in a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Oh, here we go again. We're back at this place. I walk into the bar and see our usual crowd of barphiles drinking and watching sports. I spot Robert in the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy.
Hey.
Oh, Mary! Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. Brought Mary along. Forgive me, need a drinking buddy. Aw man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Beer, something typical. Whiskey, straight up. Doesn't he like whiskey? Is that what I'm supposed to say? I'll say whiskey. I'm a cool dad. A dad after my own heart, huh? Woo! Robert orders the 3 shots of whiskey and passes them over between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected to spend my night. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I got myself into? We all knock back shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem to look like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? Irish I was drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun in the whiskey to my heart.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Puns are the lowest form of humor, Darren. Try harder. Ouch, I'm gonna be the butt of the joke all night. Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. I'm walking to the Irish I wish we were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? I guess whiskey, right? Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey and we post up the garnish a green booth. Mary slides up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, don't we?
Hey.
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot and gulp and burps loudly.
Hey.
That'll put hair on your chest. You're truly a paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey! Darren, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to proceed this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks for the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone once. That is true. He is currently smiling. This is weird. I take a seat across the booth from them and then pass them the drinks. Hey. So Edith's kids ducking some pop brownies onto the table at last bake sale, right? And I spot a little ham sweatshirt gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out on me. You're running the bake sale, she says. I should have the PTA president. Your roots are bad, blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her I have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupted in laughter. I politely followed along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that she had to stop. Mary looked directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What?
Hey.
You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want a blaze? You with the feds? I work hard for what I have, and no two-by-corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take it with that you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it to run. What? Remember, come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly. Just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor.
Hey.
Fine.
Hey.
We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become more funnier and much more less scary. I think it's the whiskey, but alright. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave this somehow. Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? Lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? Could you get the next round? Okay, I don't think we should mention Joseph because she seems really unhappy with her marriage there. And I don't want to say, hey, you want to go, like, check out that guy? I don't think it's going to work. I think a next round is going to work. That's probably going to work, right? That makes some more sense. You trying to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Darren wants alone time with the new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey.
Hey.
Now if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into the helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you.
Come on.
Deuces, nerds. I love Mary. Mary gets up and saunters over to the younger looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she though? I think she kind of takes delight in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about them? You know, they're married, and she's definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gesture across the bar, where she is making goo-goo eyes at the young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Hey.
Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid, looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh man, you know, I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got it pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know what, there's so much wild in me, I have a child I need to care for. I'm just gonna say you know it, because he wants to have fun. Hopefully it's nothing illegal, but you know. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's cool and he's probably hates small talk. How are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that you have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn from being comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence drinking whiskey. Oh. Alright.
Hey.
Robert and I sit in the silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving a hard tilt to the young man pretending he's got a phone call on one of his friends. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? What? What a way to start a conversation. Hey, you ever murdered someone? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had gone. No? Great, me either. No, Robert knocks back his shot and motions me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights on another man after the other one excused himself for the bathroom, and I assume crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets out of the booth and shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey and side voices.
Hey.
Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who is lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She is singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. Well, have fun with that guy. We make our way out to the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time that I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through the street. Where are we? Are we going to get more alcohol or something? I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a commuter repair store, and it looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store.
Hey.
Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands me one. Cheers. He sits in the curb and drinks. He motions me to do the same. This is not really what I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? Zinfandel? I don't know how to say that. What? Nothing. I was just expecting... It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. Yeah, we shouldn't judge Whiskey Dad. I know I'm calling him Whiskey Dad, but he likes fruity wine, so there's nothing wrong with that. I start to say something. Think of his lecture about valuing science earlier and stop. I sip on the wine and watch cars drive by.
Oh.
Throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at the stop sign. It dings, echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock and back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. Got a problem with authority. I'm sorry. This one's for you, Pappy. What the hell? I'm gonna say sorry? I'm sorry! I don't know who or what I was apologizing to, but it seemed more universal apology, so I'm so sorry. I hurled the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign, right into the window of the parked car, leaving a crack. Yikes! We just damaged some property. Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alleyway, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footstep behind me. Dude, we just broke someone's car window. Oh my god. After I'm sure we're far enough from the cracked window, I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime. I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Let's get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through the maze of the alleyways and the side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza. That's a mouthful. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pieces right out of the stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Darren, you're cool with pizza, pineapple on pizza, right? Yeah, actually I am. I really love pineapple pizza. It's so good. Of course. Wait a minute. We wait a minute for a pizza and come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice of paper on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried that it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyway as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. I like Robert even more now because he likes pineapple pizza. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear a noise coming out of the slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. I'm so tired, but I love my daughter and I should go home and make sure that she's alright. Okay, I know Amanda can take care of herself because she's alright. Just gonna say you betcha because we're gonna go on a date with Robert, right? Good on ya. Robin and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Where are we? Oh, we're in the movie theater! Shh! Don't shush me so loud! Shh! We come to the end of the hallway to find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look at the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for the row of few teenagers at the front. They looked annoyed when they noticed us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater and I follow him. We settle with our wines and try to make the sense of the movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he finally realized he's in love with. Kiss award! Nobody did a kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down in the front notice us heckling. One of them speaks. Oh! It's Hugo's kid! Hey man, keep it down! Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey Ernest, I know you! It's me, your neighbor! Hi! Ernest turns back around embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out of the tiny island near New York to profess his love to a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, and I think that there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo! Love is dead! Shut up! It's beautiful! Aw! No, you shut up! Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. And just the people worked very hard on this film to make this film happen, and you're going to sit there and appreciate them. Okay. Okay, look at that. Elizabeth Shelton, she worked really hard. I bet she did a lot of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders Catering fed a bunch of people so that they could have had the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll where Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. That's kind of cute. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film. We leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey assholes, out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee? What the hell? Ernest and his friends are standing there in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go throwing a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down his hand. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, so... And, like, movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I may be able to jump out of the way, but it didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning. They're so dramatic. We ruined it for you. That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. There's a beautiful love story that was really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What a classistic mainstream slop have you been served in your entire life? What? Have you ever seen any Michael L. Powell? A Matter of Life and Death? 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn-ass driveling the mass media shoveling down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You, of all people, should strive for higher standards in the art of costume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh no, you've done it! Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! What is happening? I drive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee!
Excuse me?
Robert gets between me and Ernest and myself. It's like he's... Are we actually fighting kids right now? What the hell's going on? It's if he's actually seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts! Alright, buddy. Talk like punk, get hit like punk. Robert scores up his boxing stance. Queensberry rule, 3-minute round, 1 minute, rest in between, no low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What? Don't even think about pulling up a legal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate on a second and you'll be unable to fill your role as the main duelist. One of your friends over here looks like he has enough youthful vicinity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You're a bloodhound. You're a bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends whirling back away. Robert calls after them. Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely away out of earshot, Robert turns to me. We're about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw a rule at them, though, that they always bolt. Nobody wants the Queensberry sanction thrown down. But full disclosure, I might have that up. Hey. Wow. See, don't have to know the rules. Just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
What?
Robert and I cool down a bit as we make our way back from the neighborhood. So sorry. I really get into the art filmmaking when I'm drunk. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? Yeah. I haven't. Fuller's cash. Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for doing our movie. Thanks for the adventure. I'll say thanks for defending my honor, right? It's a little strange when you say it like that, but sure, why not? Robert throws down an arm on my shoulder, and we drunkenly belt out the tunes on the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. I smell forms on his cheeks. A rare sight. Let's hang out again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly into the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. That was a weird date. I don't know how to feel about that. Yay!
I made it bad, but you made me glad.
Alright, let's continue with Robert's second date. I had a lot of fun with Robert last time we hung out. I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I tried messaging him a few times, but Dadbook says he hasn't read them. Haven't seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring out this will just produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from the computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her a pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. Start mixing in the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into the sauce and make the filling. Normally I don't like the multitasking in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Aw man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set it at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that is not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherry, salt, almond extract. Maybe it's almond extract. Maybe? Oh, it's small almond extract, duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art. It's some of the most beautiful art that has ever made mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'm just gonna wing it. Amanda's gonna be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do a word jumble until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slide open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are rejected base confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Fine, you're caught. Nothing. I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and a bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. The pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet in Ibiza. Yeah. Thanks for the pie. We all share a cordial handshake. I wait a few minutes before taking out the pie in the oven. I set it on the rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig in it before it's ready. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, it's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked the pie incorrectly, and you're currently right now trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked the whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, it was art when you tried to make a brownie and accidentally created chlorine gas? What? That's a bit exaggeration. Was it art when you just eat the pie, Panda? I cut out a few slices and sit down to eat. The cherry-filled oozes out the side, and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda take a bite. Ugh. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, it's just I burnt the heck out of my roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. Yay, we did a good job with the pie. I breathe a sigh of relief as she takes a bite. She's right, this pie's pretty incredible, as it always is. Really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks in my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we're a society that should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve's on fire. What? I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more in the living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumble. Hey, this one spills cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. Decide to check on Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh, hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lay down. So, like, is Robert, like, only dating us or going on dates with us at the nighttime? Hey, Darren. Hey, Darren, I'm outside. Come outside. Huh? Ugh, what is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the ding. My computer screen illuminates in the dark. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice that what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out the window, and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against this pickup truck in my driveway. What's this guy doing? I open the door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey. Want to hang out? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come on, come hang out. I would always argue that sleeping is fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize, in fact, that I'm not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right, 1 second. I run inside and throw in my going out pants, shoes, and jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and the gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert sadly starts the car and we're driving out of the cul-de-sac. Why is it vibrating so much? Hoist that rag, baby, I guess. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the window. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't say anything. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still isn't answering my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert is taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I got myself into, it looks like I'm in for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. Glance over at Robert, who is driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more that I can't place. Are you okay? I like your car, say nothing. Okay, if I know anything from Robert, he doesn't like small talks, and he doesn't like to get personal, so I'm just gonna say nothing. Alright, I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and I decided to keep my mouth shut. He noticed me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving in a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to the stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure of what he wants me to get out, too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of the truck and pats the space next to him. Aw, that's so nice! It's an overlook of the whole town and stuff. That's so sweet! I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles through some trees near us as light blinks off in the distance. Off to the side I can see the entrance of some dense forest. Man, it's also gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. What? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but what a confession! What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. It really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind her and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife! Oh, please do not stab me! Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please do not stab me with that either! Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Do you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did. In fact, bring you here out in the open to harvest your organs. Laugh, play along. I think Robert has some like dark ass humor, kind of like Mary does. So I'm just gonna see if maybe if I play along, maybe that will do something. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Nothing gets past you, huh? Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm going to warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell you if you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you had to be a block of wood shipped to you along with their first social security check. Darren, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both youth and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think that of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute the ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions me to get a good-looking stick off the ground. Perfect for the potential of whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered a little with white scar. They're very nice hands. Can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs.
Knife that wood.
Oh, what? What's going on? We have to knife a wood? Okay. Oh my god. Am I doing this right? Just, I don't know what I'm doing. Eh. Did I make a pencil? What is this? That's a good start. What is it? Sharp stick, pencil, a knitting needle, a pencil. I don't fucking know. Good luck writing with that. You made a highly dangerous weapon. This is an interesting game. Hopefully this thing won't be a fucking pencil when I'm done with it. Tell me about this one. Popsicle stick, a tongue to preserve flour. Popsicle stick! Now all you need is carve some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer. You made a popsicle stick. And... did I make a toothpick? It's a toothpick. You realize that you could have picked your teeth with a knife. You made a toothpick. What is this? What's this? Chicken nugget, I don't know. A Ouija board planchet? A chicken nugget! Please don't eat that. You made Robert uncomfortable! What is this? Nice form, what's that supposed to be? Self-portrait, Louisiana. It's you, Robert! You really captured my likeness, I'm impressed. You made Robert, I guess. Well, I mean, at least we made him happy with that, so I guess it works. What's this supposed to be? Interesting, what do we have here? Chopstick, righty, chopstick, lefty. Chopstick, ambidextrous. It's a stick. You made chopstick, ambidextrous. just gonna hurry up. Ooh, what's this? Hello? If you keep this up, you'll be whittling pro in no time. It's a swan. Nice work. Made the meanest bird. Hey, that's actually not bad. This is supposed to be Darren's first time doing this, right? Just gonna hurry up a little bit. Is that a horse? Beautiful, the handiwork. What do you call it? The big old dog, the spirit of the Mustang, Sir Horsington the Brave, after Amanda's the horse. Brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. Beautiful gift for Amanda. Yay! We get something for her too! I like that. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving up our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ugh! While I'm distracted, the knife slices my thumb. Oh no! Blood gushes over my little wooden carving. Robert, lost in carving, doesn't notice that me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death.
Oh?
Robert finally looks over.
Hey.
He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does the guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold it tight. He hops off of the truck and I can hear him rummaging around the car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stock of first aid. Robert carefully wipes the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places over the gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
Oh.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands you what the left of the tube of the antiseptic. Make sure you keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real witherer now.
Oh.
That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptics. Tons of blood in here, you know. Cryptics? You mean like the Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town is a hotbed for cryptozoological, what the fuck, occurrences. You're joking. Oh, I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in this woods that we cannot possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever heard of the Dover ghost? I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods and here on the weekend camping tripping with Betsy. You know, Betsy, she was but she was a big pup. Pitbull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without an incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I got an idea into my head that I can hike in deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're going to have fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It gets a little late and we're end up camp, but it's different than that this night. Real quiet. I can't hear birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silence. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl that I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy go to investigate. We look around clearing. Nobody's there. But there's a feeling, not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. I've never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but something that didn't know that a man was supposed to look like made it. It just looked wrong. Big, arms too long for its body, black eyes just stood there staring at me. Then it disappeared. I heard one yelp from Betsy and I turned around to check on her, but she's gone into thin air. I didn't sleep that night in that tent all night. I don't think I've slept right since. That's terrible, you're lying. You're lying. I feel like Robert is lying because he keeps making up with these damn stories, so I'm gonna say that. Okay, you're full of shit. You think I'm lying? Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of the beautiful pit bull. Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on the quiet nights on like tonight, you can hear the howl of dove or ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turned to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right? Really? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to the scan to the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away. I barely make the shape out. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go.
Really?
Okay, good. We're gonna die now. That's great. Robert and I slowly get back into the truck. He turns off the headlights, and we make a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time, he doesn't seem to like he's messing with me. Or maybe something illegally dumping garbage into the wild preserve. Yeah, that's the story that we'll tell ourselves. We sit there in silence for a little while. The fear, whatever, is slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Hey.
Thanks for coming. This was fun. Sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I have to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights in another cigarette.
There.
Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more like I'm just drowning the sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy, but I didn't think of anything else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I just do it to myself. Maybe it's my choice that I'm unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there are a great many of them. But there was always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert is talking. I mean, we can make a joke about the ghost, but I kind of want to say I'm glad you told me. That must have taken a lot out for you to want to tell somebody this.
I don't know.
You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all about parenting books all you want, but nothing will prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff you regret or wish you could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. Just hope that I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quite stoic. Didn't think he ever told me once that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. Do you hate him? No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex. And he just wasn't there. Hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in the... Oh, he went to prison. What? I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive to the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that that I still had Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him.
Huh.
You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls out of the driveway, which is one over mine. He gets out and waves. Oh yeah, that's right, because he's like next door. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where did that come from? I look around to spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Robert woke me up and go to cryptid hunting.
Yeah.
You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda Lang, you know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts to walk towards her room. Hey, Amanda? She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night! I chuckle to myself and finally decide to go to bed. Yay! Actually, I like this date better. The second one was a lot better because we kind of got to see more of what Robert is like. I have a feeling, and it's kind of obvious that Robert doesn't have like a nice relationship with his own kid. I'm assuming daughter, maybe, but maybe we'll get to know about that in the next date and stuff like that. Alright guys, we're gonna end the episode here, so please let me know what you guys thought about Robert so far and his date. I mean, it's a little bit odd because like Robert is just trying to do things to forget about, I guess, all the regrets he has in his life, but I really do like him. He's a pretty interesting character. And if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe to join the companions, and if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, there's a link in the description. Get early access to videos for patrons only, the Discord server to contact me, and a bunch of other stuff that I mail it to you every month. Or you can check out the other links to help with the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Alright, so when we come back, I'm going to finish the final date with Robert and see his ending, and maybe we'll get to, you know, help him with his problems with his own kid, because it seems like he wants redemption. I feel like he wants that. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye! Ain't that right, sweetie? What the Who sashimi's over my body? Okay! Alright! Oh, that's a CG. I know I have to still blur it, but that's a CG. Okay. Her